What's up, guys? Joe Andrews here. Going over some cards that I think at the moment have been gone up considerably in price recently, and which I'm really not quite sure why, but honestly it makes a little bit of sense. So I thought I'd go over some of these and thought we'd discuss why it's happening. So without further ado, I think Mega Capital G did a video something like this before, but you know, I don't know. But let's get right into it. The four cards that I feel like at the moment, mostly not this one, but like this one's pretty good. But it's gonna be this will be good soon, very soon in the Prophecy Mirrors. This card is called Retort. It's not really going up in price, but it is something I did want to talk about. Basically, what it does is whenever your opponent plays a spell or plays a card, and you have the same spell in your grave, you can negate the spell, and you add the one in your grave to hand. So in a mirror match where you've gone through all of your spell books, you have a bunch of them engraved, this card becomes an out to your opponent's cards, which is really awesome. It's like basically, if you have a divine spellbook Divine Judgment engraved, and your opponent plays that, you can negate it with this, and then add your spellbook Divine Judgment from grave to your hand. Pretty cool. I feel like this card is going to be really good in the Prophecy Mirror. It's a really great card overall, but I don't know. Right now, it's just really low, and I feel like it's going to go up in time. The second card is Bear. Bear has been a card that has constantly been going up in value since the day it came out. It started off, I think the first weekend was like $25 maybe, and it just hit $50 last week. So this card is continuously going up in price because apparently people think Fire Fist is good. I don't know how they think Fire Fist is good because Mermail is just better in every way. The only thing is that this deck has the ability to play this ridiculously broken card, and this is why this card is $50, not the other one, the Exceed. This card is splashable just about anything you can play Tanky in, which it means you had wind-up / format. You can basically play three of this, three Tanky, a Tensin, a Tankin, put a Tiger King in your sideboard, in your extra deck, and you can basically play that out. So this card is a great card. Obviously, it would not surprise me if it peaked at 50. I don't think it'll go past that. I really don't think it'll hit 60 or 70. Unlike the couple next cards we're going to go over. But, I mean, it's still a great card. Highly recommend if you want to play this deck, pick it up now before the next YCS, because if this deck does top and win the YCS, which is a definite possibility because it does have a really great Murmur matchup, the prices there is just going to go skyrocket. It's going to go crazy. The next card is Forbidden Lance. Obviously, you can see the other card here, but, you know, Forbidden Lance is the card that I want to talk about right here. Commons are surprisingly $15. A $15 common. Like, when was the last time we saw something like that? It was a $15 common. Starvells, I think, are about the same price. Super is $25 to $30 right now. And this is a first edition Super. I picked up two of them today, which were pretty cheap off of a guy at Locals. But, yeah. Lance is great. Lance is a really great card. We're going into a format of Dino Rabbit and other stuff too. Lance comes in and it's that thing you need to play three of. It's very reminiscent of Fiendish Chain. When Fiendish Chain first became really popular within sectors, it was not uncommon to see Fiendish Chain. I think it peaked at $50 a piece for the Super. And this card is going to be just like Fiendish Chain, except it was reprinted. And Fiendish Chain was as well, but not as master print. This card, I feel like it needs to come out in a structure deck so we can have the access to it, the easy access to it. Because it's nobody buys the battle pack anymore. After they reprinted Tour Guide as a Super, nobody really bought it anymore. So this is a card that's going way, way up in price, and it would not surprise me if they comment at 20 soon. The last card is Big Eye, of course. Big Eye is a secret rare from Galactic Overlord. A set which has very few good cards in it, and nobody really buys a lot of. I think the best cards in it was this one, Card D, Gaia Dragon the Thunder Charger, and Atom. Now, Gaia Dragon the Thunder Charger and Atom are like $5 cards. Card D is like 30, but nobody fucking plays it. And Big Eye, of course, is your big rank 7. Now, why is this card getting really popular? Couple decks come out in Tachyon Galaxy abuse rank 7s, and one of them is the Mecha Fan of Beastcraft. The other one is Harpies, and the other one is Incarnate Dragons, which Incarnate Dragons I've been putting videos up for, which I absolutely love that deck. The Incarnate Dragon deck plays 3 Big Eye. 2 or 3, usually 3, because you basically can spam rank 7s all day long. Mermail plays 1. Prophecy can play it with High Priestess, and Harpies play it because of Harpy Spit Dragon shenanigans with Channeler. And then Phantom Beastcraft, of course, does their thing with their tokens, with they gain the levels. So this card right now was $50 2 weeks ago. It is currently $75. I just bought 6 off Trollento for 3 Unlimiteds for 65, 3 First Editions for 70. It's a huge risk, but I feel that it's going to pay off because I really think this card, by the time April comes around, this card will be $100 to $120 a piece. But yeah, just my personal opinion, because it's very reminiscent of Fiendish Chain and Lance and Tour Guide and all that stuff. It's the cards that it's something that every deck can play. And basically, when every deck can play it, it's something that you need to play. It's going to be highly sought after, especially because it's in such low demand. Because you get those random collectors who want it because it's a number monster, and I hate people like that because they really just they're not competitive players at all. They just sit there on their number 11 big eyes all day, collecting dust, watching it. Not even rise in value. They don't even care about the value of it. But for somebody who plays the game competitively, this stuff like this, it's tough to see something like that. So that's why, if you're looking at big eyes, I'm probably not going to get rid of mine until mid-April, because I feel like they're going to really go up. But that's it. That's it for the video, guys. I mean, other than that, I think everything else is basically the other cards that are pushing high value is Abyss Megalo, which he's pushing, I believe, about $100 right now. $100 to $120, and that's because of the fact that Mermail's like, after playing Locals today, Mermail is like the best deck in the format. There's really nothing better right now. Other cards that are hitting really high is High Priestess of Prophecy. I believe it is at 90, and I guarantee you when Divine Judgment comes out, it'll hit 100, because that card makes that deck so good. Other than that, there really isn't too much else right now. I mean, there are other cards that are high in value, but nothing really to the extreme of these. It's mostly every single top deck has an expensive card that's like $50. Obviously, Fire Fist is the least expensive of all these because it only has the 3 bears. But I definitely think we are heading into a money deck format. And this is exactly what happens with new formats. So this is going to become a money game. Get ready to suck it up. Get your wallets out. Give Konami your money. See you, YouTube.